and welcome to Kingdom One Live, where it's all about a kingdom perspective. Today's program comes to you in part by Privy, Etiquette and Protocol, owner-operator Sherry Graham, a passport to get you to a position of influence and open doors of opportunity. Also by A Novel Thing, Christian romance novels that inspire, author Lucy Heath. And also, we always have to give it up for my co-host, the Tim Williams Project Band. Today endeavors to live Matthew 25, verse 40, by serving the least of these. She shares love as God instructs us by distributing love bags of daily necessities to the most vulnerable members of the community. More to come when we return. Stay with us. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Kingdom One Live, where it's all about a kingdom perspective. Today, we have with us the founder of Project You First Incorporated, whose main objective is to help the homeless with love, and she's based in Atlanta, Georgia. Project You First is a ministry of love and support to those less fortunate, and they distribute hygiene kits, blankets, socks, and more. As a nonprofit organizer, mother, speaker, and barber, she has balanced it all while making a major difference in the lives of the homeless within the Atlanta area. And with the support of the kingdom citizens, she would love to take the message of hope to the world. So welcome with me to Kingdom One Live, Erica Wright. Welcome to the show, Erica.
Oh, thank you. Hi, welcome.
I'm just so excited to have you here. And you know, when we had talked earlier, I recognized the fact that we're kindred spirits.
Yes.
You know, you started this ministry from just, God speaking to you from nothing to something. And about 20, I'm going to tell my age now, but over 25 years ago, I was blessed with the same opportunity. I started a homeless ministry and brought it to my local church.
Okay.
It's called the Reconnection Ministry. I'm a member of Ray of Hope Christian Church, and I was able to start it under the direction of my pastor, Reverend Dr. Cynthia Hale. And I'm blessed to say that although I was the chairperson of it for like about 5 years, it's continuing on over 25 years later.
That's awesome.
Isn't that awesome?
Yes, that's awesome.
So talk with us about the You First Project. Tell us a little bit about it and how you got started.
Well, how I got started, basically, it's a gift from God. Literally, August 7th, 2014, I laid down in my brokenness, and I prayed to God that I knew that I had something more to live for, my purpose in life. And I woke up at 3:30 a.m. call, and I started writing like parables. I didn't even know what it was, and I put them on the wall, and the next Sunday had an opportunity at church to speak about my purpose, and I didn't know. And I remember taking my son to school, and I saw this lady under the bridge washing her hair, and I thought to myself, as a woman, how do people get the simple necessities of life?
Exactly.
And so it never left my spirit, and I just kind of uttered it out in Sunday school. And the next Sunday, two ladies that I didn't even know started bringing containers of washcloth, toothbrush, toothpaste, and basically I got started. And so the first thing I did, I put them into the clothing closet. but they didn't move as quickly as I wanted them to. So I took them, put them in a bag, and I went out until I saw a person on the street, and I gave him a bag, and it changed my life. His story.
I imagine it did.
Yeah, I sat in my car, I wept because I thought, how many times have I passed people along the journey and not recognized that this is a community that was underserved, and that's how I got started.
And that started in 2014. That's such an amazing story.
Thank you.
And the wonderful thing about it, I mean, here we are now, supposedly at the tail end of a pandemic, and you're going strong after so many ministries. They closed their doors, they called it quits. So how did you keep it going in the midst of a pandemic?
Well, we were on the verge. I had to pray about it. And I remember my mom saying, well, just stay home and be safe. And I knew I couldn't do that.
Right.
And I am so grateful that they introduced me to God.
Yes.
And so in prayer, I thought about the community because these are my friends, right? And so I went out and I recognized that they weren't being served. People weren't coming out to bring the simple necessities, food, water. And so I started making sack lunches at the table, started putting hygiene kits together. And the most important thing, they weren't getting the information about the pandemic.
So they weren't even aware of the fact that we were in the middle of a pandemic.
Exactly. So we hit the streets, a friend of mine, and in my Honda Civic, we just started doing the work, and we knew that we were making a difference. So where I thought we were going to go under, the more I gave away to other organizations that I knew was doing the work, more was coming back to me.
Wow, that is so amazing. And you mentioned that Honda Civic. Well, you've got a story to share too that kind of brought you from the Honda Civic to a larger vehicle, but I'm not going to steal your thunder, so go ahead and share that with us.
So we were out doing the work, and a couple of people caught the story, and Channel 2, WSB TV, did a couple of spotlights on us, and one of the questions was, Erica, what do you really, really need? And so I call them my 12 disciples, my friends, we take love to the streets.
Right.
And I said, we need a van. And so lo and behold, about an hour after the segment aired, Tyler Perry called me and donated.
Tyler Perry himself called you.
Called me personally himself. I recognized his voice.
Amazing. So amazing.
I just cried. he said,
I bet you did.
He said, you don't even know what I'm calling for. And I just wept. But he donated a brand new 2020 Ford Transit Connect van.
Oh, my goodness. That's a phenomenal story. And that just makes it, I mean, it really confirms the fact that, you know, whenever God gives you the vision, he also gives you the provision. And you don't know who he's going to use.
Exactly.
Hallelujah. So it's important for us to keep our hands open so that we can keep the blessings flowing through us to others as they continue to flow through us. You're doing an amazing work.
Thank you so much.
So I know that you have plans to expand Project You First. Talk with us a little bit about your aspirations for expansion.
Well, we have a couple of projects. So we service those who are unhoused under the bridges. We call ourselves Boots on the Ground. But
Boots on the ground.
Yes, we also work with the local shelters because I recognize with doing the work, not just here in the city of Atlanta, but in various states. We had an opportunity to go to Paris, France with Delta Airlines to do a big project. Yes. And
so Delta sponsored it?
Yes.
That is truly amazing.
It was amazing.
Wow. So I'm thinking you're trying to go to New York or neighboring states.
Global.
Global,
yes. And so what it's sharing with me is the storyline that this is not just a city problem, a state problem. This is a world problem that we need to actually see the community, hear what the needs are, and just be that humanity. You know, humanitarian is almost lost out the window. And so we want to get back to that. So a couple of projects that we have, not just boots on the ground. We work with local shelters that provide showers every day to make sure that they have the hygiene kits that they need because they don't always have the inventory. And then also we picked up a project right before the pandemic. We kind of foresee that it was coming. And so we want to make sure that our children are staying safe and clean. So we're helping the care closets in local schools to make sure that they have the simple necessities that they need.
Oh, wow. Such a great work. You guys are doing a wonderful work, and you do have a pretty big team. I noticed the pictures online.
Thank you.
I was so impressed and uniformed, and everyone just really exciting, because it's the scripture says it's more blessed to give than it is to receive. So you and your team are truly being blessed. So when we return, I do want you to give some advice to individuals who are seeking to find purpose in their own lives. And also, we're going to do something just a little fun as well, just to break the ice a little bit. We're going to do a little bit of Be Enlightened.
Okay.
Okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank you for watching. There's more to come with Project You First when we return. These exciting novels carry the message of abstinence in their characters' lives while promoting the idea to guard your heart. It's iconic, but Heath does this gracefully without losing the flow of romantic nuances, alluring women and the chivalry of the strong, passionate male. Fall deeper into knowing the love God has for you with each romance novel from A Novel Thing. Lucy Heath, author.
Thank you for supporting Kingdom One Live with our host, Deborah Asbury. When you support this broadcast with a donation of $50 or more for this month only, you will receive this special gift. A beautiful offering from the Tamira Lay Lifestyle Design Collection of luxury soy candles. To make a donation, visit our website at www.kingdomonelive.com. Thank you for your support. And until next time, love and blessings.
Welcome back to Kingdom One Live, where it's all about a kingdom perspective. I'm really excited to be talking here today with my special guest, Erica Wright, and Project You First. So, Erica, right before the break, I had said when we came back, I wanted you to share with some of our viewers who are struggling with finding purpose in life. And you did just that. I know they probably heard you, maybe can glean what to do based off of what you did. But I'm just asking you to kind of encourage them as to what your recommendation would be for them to do to find purpose, just as you did.
Awesome. Well, I think there's no other way than just to get started. A lot of times we sit back and we wait and we're looking for this big thunder to roar or something.
Just do it, right?
Yeah, just do it. But I realized just making that first step, God will always make the second and the next step. And like you say, always provide, even when I didn't know how things were going to come, which direction things were going to come in. But I love people, you know?
Right.
And I want to see people live their best life.
Absolutely.
And I think, you know, we can all go to school, we can all go to college and do all of those things.
Right,
but
right.
We all deserve to be productive citizens. And that means just to have the basic needs, food, water, and there's enough. God has just given us plenty. And so I think at the end of the day, for me, it was just, what could I do, that one thing that I could do to help one person? If I help one person, and if that person helps someone, the world would just be a better place to live in.
Absolutely.
And so I just encourage people, whatever it is, I don't care if it's working with children, animals, just do something and just get started.
And I think everyone can relate to the slogan, just do it, right? Just do it. And also a friend of mine, he's passed away, but he used to always say, Debbie, ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Yes,
nothing to it but to do it. And so I like what you shared earlier, how you prayed about it and how God gave you inspiration in the middle of the night and you wrote it down. You wrote the vision, you made it plain. And then as he gave you pieces, because we know in part and we prophesy in part, and then the rest of it just kind of came together. And here you are today blessing thousands and thousands. So as I promised, we're going to go ahead and switch gears a little bit. I know we're breaking the ice, you know, kind of backwards, but I like to nestle it in the midst of the conversation.
I love it.
It's called the lightning round, Be Enlightened. It's fast-paced, lighthearted, either or type questions.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. So, list 3 personal keys to success.
Personal keys: dedication, focus and steadfast.
Okay, I love that. Most essential item on your desk.
Pen and paper.
Most inspiring person in your life.
My mother.
Oh, yes. Favorite color.
Blue.
Favorite thing about giving back.
The smiles and the gratitude that I receive.
Amen, that is a blessing. Television or radio?
Radio.
Handwritten notes or typed notes, as you said here on TV?
Handwritten notes.
Okay, if you could choose a superpower, what would it be?
Oh my God, just to be magical, to just make things right, just with a blink of an eye.
Oh, yes, I'm with you on
You with
that. Which do you wish you had more of, time or money?
Time. Definitely time.
One encouraging word for our audience.
Might be more than one, but God is limitless.
God is limitless. Yes, I like that.
Thank you.
Yes, he is indeed limitless. And so I just want to say thank you,
Oh, thank you.
for sharing with us today here on Kingdom One Live. How can individuals who are watching and looking for an opportunity to become part of your tribe and be able to volunteer with the You First Project, how can they get a hold of you?
Awesome. Well, all of our social media handles are Project You First, You, letter U, word first. We are, again, on Facebook, Instagram, but the best way to reach us is through projectyoufirst.org. You can sign up to volunteer and just be a part of the village.
Awesome.
Thank
Be a
you.
part of the village. And that's Project You First. Erica, thank you again for
so much for
sharing
having
with
me.
us. Hey, stay with us. We're going to hear from our co-host when we return, so stay with us. We'll be right back.
This is the time to draw near.
Coming soon, a new inspirational funk project from Yaya, the intergalactic Sojourner Truth. She's in a class all her own with her unique sound and style. Take a journey with Yaya, the intergalactic Sojourner Truth, and become inspired. Stay in touch with Yaya, the intergalactic Sojourner Truth on Bandcamp and Facebook. Thank you for supporting Kingdom One Live with our host, Deborah Asbury. When you support this broadcast with a donation of $50 or more for this month only, you will receive this special gift. A beautiful offering from the Tamira Lay Lifestyle Design Collection of luxury soy candles. To make a donation, visit our website at www.kingdomonelive.com. Thank you for your support. And until next time, love and blessings.
These exciting novels carry the message of abstinence in their characters' lives while promoting the idea to guard your heart. It's iconic, but Heath does this gracefully without losing the flow of romantic nuances, alluring women and the chivalry of the strong, passionate male. Fall deeper into knowing the love God has for you with each romance novel from A Novel Thing. Lucy Heath, author. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Kingdom One Live, where it's all about a kingdom perspective. I'm really excited to be standing here with my co-host, the Tim Williams Project Band, and with Tim Williams himself. Tim, what did you think about that interview with Erica Wright with Project You First?
Very inspirational.
Very inspirational.
Very inspirational.
And when you think about service and giving back from a perspective of music, what do you think about that?
Well, when I think about music, music is something that you play on your emotions.
Absolutely.
You can be down, it can bring you up, it can bring you down. But in reference to music, it can be an outlet for a lot of people because we do several free events like Centennial Park, and it's open to the public. And when people come out, it's kind of like healing.
Right.
It's kind of like healing.
So that's your opportunity to give back with music.
Right.
So exciting.
Right.
So we got the guys here.
Okay.
Will you introduce to our audience the rest of the Tim Williams Project Band?
Okay, well, on sax, we have Mr. Marcel Lewis.
Hey, Marcel.
On guitar, we have Mr. Billy Odom.
Hi, Billy.
On keyboards, we have Mr. Isaac Harris.
Hi, Isaac.
On drums, we have Mr. DeJuan Wiley.
Hi, DeJuan. So good to see you guys again. So what are you guys going to play for us today?
Oh, we're going to do a song called The Enclave.
The Enclave. What's the inspiration about that?
Well, actually, we were performing at an outdoor event, and the name of the subdivision was The Enclave, so.
Oh, so you were inspired.
Right,
on
yeah.
a beautiful sunny day.
It was a nice sunny day, and I just named it after the subdivision.
Very original.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So we were in an event, so just kind of name it after the event.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. Okay, well, everyone, let's give it up for the Tim Williams Project Band and Enclave. Take it away, guys.
Thank you for supporting Kingdom One Live with our host, Deborah Asbury. When you support this broadcast with a donation of $50 or more for this month only, you will receive this special gift. A beautiful offering from the Tamira Lay Lifestyle Design Collection of luxury soy candles. To make a donation, visit our website at www.kingdomonelive.com. Thank you for your support. And until next time, love and blessings.
Hello and welcome back to Kingdom One Live. Our show today has just been so exciting. And I just want to say a special thank you in closing for our special guest, Erica Wright, founder of Project You First Incorporated. Romans 10:15 says, "How shall they preach unless they are sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of those who preach the gospel of peace, who bring glad tidings of good things." Ministry and evangelism take many forms outside the four walls of the church. The church is wherever God guides us, and our feet take us. Erica is sharing God's love and bringing tidings of good things to the most vulnerable within our community. her along with Project You First. This is just an example of what God can do in the lives of many. Where do you feel God is telling you to go? What is your ministry? It is my prayer that our lives be a ministry and that the peace and love of God flow through each of us every day of our lives. What are your thoughts? Feel free to weigh in on our discussions. Join us weekly here on Kingdom One Live. Always like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember, this is Kingdom One Live, where it's all about a kingdom perspective. We just want to say thank you for watching. We just love you so much. And remember, always, until next time, love and blessings. Mwah.